Welcome everyone to another round of Planet Nomads. After looking at the recent design, the little transporter with the claws, I have started work on the design that I actually asked to see if maybe somebody else would want to create something. And basically, I'm taking the design I have, which is already a modification of a design. I can't remember the name of it, but it was on the workshop. And basically, it was just a stack on top of small containers. I refitted it to handle a large storage container, and now I am refitting it again. As you can see, I've kind of leveled it out where it's even on both sides, so it's going to line in exactly. Basically, I'm going to use this as a way to build on top of it around these sections and create kind of a frame for both the solar power, but also for mounting spots where, or connection spots where a hook can be used to hook in, and we'll try to get part of the vehicle actually built around this today as well. All right, moment of truth. What I've done, since it's still not quite sunny yet, is I've built up a little buffer for things to kind of land on, and basically I'm going to try this whole slot things in to position sort of thing. I'm sure I'm going to have to readjust this afterwards because I'm thinking it's going to be a pain to try and line it up perfectly, especially when I'm out and maybe the mining rigs are not exactly level. So I'm sure I'm gonna have to redo that, but I at least want to see, is this going to even work right? Like if I, well, let me disconnect everything because I did have to, oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna have to take this out, basically separating the whole vehicle. I was trying to build it where it would stick up far enough, and well, that did not work. I thought I balanced it enough. I mean, you would think a cockpit would be less heavy than a deuterium generator. I would think the deuterium generator would be like super heavy. Okay, let's try this again. I'm actually not even going to turn that on. I'm just going to disconnect this. I added more air blades up front. And I mean, unless it leans forward, it should drop and slot in somewhat. There it goes. Okay, so that did not work out quite the way I envisioned on the corners. All right, so the corners can come out and change, but everything else seems to have worked in place. And then we can check, and okay, yep, I did not put it low enough. So that could be of a problem, is making sure you get it low enough in there when you're placing it back in. There, like that. Might have to have some kind of marking that shows how far down to place it. Why is it not lining up? Everything was, like, everything is set, you know, to line it up like that. Okay, maybe this will be the best way to do it. Just drop it in. And now that looks better. No. Right. Oh. No! Come on. How is it? I put two more on there to balance out. Now I have too much on the front end. It's definitely way more painful to figure out how to level things in this than it should be. And look, what the, oh, look at that. It fell, and somehow by dropping down, I somehow managed to link those together. So that is a problem there. Yeah, this is not working out as easily as I had hoped. Okay, I've got a little bit better balance. It's still a little back end heavy, surprisingly. Maybe I can add this. There you go. Yeah, that will work. That might balance it out a bit. I'm just gonna see if I get this to balance well enough on its own, and then I'll worry about locking everything in together. No, don't. Oh yeah, okay. And so now it's leaning forward a little bit too much. So maybe I was on the right track. It's just disconnecting it like that with that many air blades caused it to flip out everywhere and just be like, I don't know what to do. All right, it's flying. It's not crashing horribly, and I'm not... I mean, it's not the most well-controlled thing, but it's not like the worst thing I've ever possibly made. This might actually not be that bad, really, to try to line it up. Just because I can look top down on it. I definitely think this is going to be one that might benefit from strafing sort of thing, but it's still going to be much more of a case that I just need some kind of thing to help line things up before I drop down. Yeah, just tiny. No. Oh, come on. Oh, finally, come on, please. Oh, no. I so had that. Oh. This is making me regret switching to trying to build vehicles. This is why I stuck with bases. Bases don't have this problem. And look at the stuttering on it. I mean, yeah, this is still... I still say this is not enough for it to be called full release. Definitely not at the point it should be called full release. I mean, look how easy it was for me to flip it to begin with, and how hard it was to flip it back. It should not be that way. It should be difficult to flip and then easy to flip back over. I'm gonna get this to work. Yeah, and there it goes again. I flipped, and now I'm going to be stuck again. Like, you know, it's not just that it flipped me, it's that it cannot manage the viewpoint once that happens. It's like, I don't know how to handle this being upside down thing, so I'm just going to spin your view constantly. That doesn't help things. Oh, wow, I'm not even in the vehicle now, and it just suddenly flipped itself back over. Just randomly started doing stuff and just flipped itself back over. This is so inconsistent. All right, here we go. Lego style mechanics. Now, I'm trying to make it where I don't have to worry about which direction I am facing. So I don't want it to be like, here's a certain direction on the mining rig system that you have to be pointing for this to work. I just want to have it work regardless. And I still didn't do anything to actually help with aligning it any better. I just tried to do something. You know what? Here, let me just do this. I don't like the idea of this, but it at least will help me maybe get in the right direction. I really don't want to have just a stack of these, but it may be a case if I just do it like on one side, you know, of the thing. So as long as it's one side can slot in correctly. And what the? Okay, suddenly I have a block reappear over here. For some reason that came back. I just noticed that was not there just moments ago when I was finishing up everything with the redoing the rotors, or redoing the air blades rather, and suddenly I have a block reappear. I'm getting a lot of bugginess and just stuttering with this. Come on. Yo, come on. It should have some kind of like shifting mechanic, not you touch another block and it acts like you're unable to slide around that block or anything like that. Oh, I'm so close to having this just fit one time. And there it goes. Again, I'm losing it. There are reasons why I don't normally build vehicles in this game. And this is highlighting pretty much every single one of those reasons. Like, this is just not working. If I get one side to fit, then it locks me in place like it's wedged and I can't get to move. This is, I mean, for something that such a simple premise, such a simple mechanic idea, just to get this to slot in is being extremely difficult for me to get working right. Yeah, I really think I'll keep messing with this, but I think this is going to be one of those cases where it's going to take somebody who has spent a lot more time learning the weirdness of some of these mechanics in this game to get this to work, because it's not working for me. So that's it. I give up. You see what I'm trying to go for. I want that slotting method to where it just slides into place and then slides right down onto the lower platform piece with the mining rigs. I can't do anything that sits above the mining rig too much, because if I do that, then it'll make it a little bit harder to put the storage containers back in place afterwards. I want to keep this very simple and as compact as possible, and it's just not working for me. So hopefully somebody is going to see this and be like, I can make that work. That'll take me an hour to do it, or take me 2 hours to do it. And I'll get a message saying, here's the design. Check it out. I think it'll work for you. But for now, I am absolutely just frustrated to the point I can't even think clearly on this. So that's going to be it for this episode. If you have any ideas, of course, leave me a comment below. If you have a design you put together in this style, put it in a comment below and I'll check it out. Of course, hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. But as always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I'll see you in the next video.